Americans are wondering what's next after President Joe Biden announced yesterday that he's dropping out of the 2024 presidential election.
Now, we're also hearing from some local citizens who are reacting to President Biden dropping out of the race. News 12's Nick Hill spoke with them and got some very mixed reactions. Nick, what can you tell us?
Everyone we spoke with agreed that President Biden should step down from this race, with some saying that he needs to resign altogether. However, the thoughts on his prospective replacement, Vice President Kamala Harris, inspired much different reactions.
We have a specific procedure for nominating each party's candidate, and they've already had their primaries in the Democratic Party. So to replace it now, it kind of seems like it's usurping the democratic process, our electoral process.
There are a wide range of opinions on how the Democratic Party should handle the nominating process, and on Vice President Harris herself.
It's like, hey, you know, I like your commitment to not quitting, but I think there might be a better option.
David Chong, who moved to Chattanooga from California, said he was less than impressed with the vice president while being her constituent in the Golden State.
She was a very controversial official. She abused her office in many ways for political gain. And from my understanding, even the people who were supposed to be working with her had a very difficult time getting along with her.
Others see upsides in the Harris candidacy.
If Vice President Kamala Harris is going to be the pick, I think it brings a youthfulness, an ability to look at a lot, and relatability to a lot of different demographics and age groups.
Those that we spoke with say that they hope the remainder of the race calms down from the turmoil of the past few weeks, but they are concerned that will not be the case.
I think it's going to get a little bit more crazy before it gets calmer. I think this is very unprecedented, what's going on.
My hope and prayer has been for the past 8 years that we will move back into dignity and normalcy rather than increasing extremism from either party and either side.
We also spoke with some others who didn't want to go on camera. Their opinions range from interest in the vice president as a candidate to how they just want things to return to normal. Reporting live, Nick Hill, News 12.
Nick, thanks for all you do out there. Well, pollsters are also reacting to the potential of Vice President Harris taking over the Democratic ticket. The Beacon poll says she will likely not change the results here in Tennessee as the former president holds a 30-point lead over President Biden. They say while that won't change the results in the volunteer state, they say this is a sign that the Democrats are reacting to recent pollings that show them trailing in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. While the odds on betting markets show the vice president has roughly a 90% chance of being the Democratic nominee, things are not as certain for who could be her running mate.
It is much more fluid with nobody over, 30% chance of winning. So it is really, really kind of up in the air. The slight favorite at this point is Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. Obviously, like I said, Pennsylvania is a must-win state. He's a popular Democratic governor, considered moderate. But again, only a 27% chance. So that means that essentially there's a 3/4 chance that it's somebody else.
He added that President Trump right now holds a sizable lead as the favorite to retake the White House. All that brings us to our Vote Now poll question of the day. Do you think President Biden made the right call by dropping out of the presidential race? Here's how folks are voting so far. 77%, more than 3/4 of us say, yep, it was the right move. 15% of us say no, and 11% of us are on the fence. We'd hear more from you, though, and participating in our polls quite easy. There's a few ways you can do it. Use the camera on your cell phone to scan the QR code you see right there on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You can also vote using the News 12 app. Or if you like the computer, head to our website, WDEF.com/vote now to vote. We'll have the final poll results for you tonight on your news at 11.